Michael Francis, how's it going? The town of Mabes. Started as Mabes the restaurant, then the whole town was built around it, and in 1972, 20,000 gallons of LSD was pumped in the river. It's a pretty strange place. We're all a little strange. Let's talk about something today that we haven't talked about yet. Anyway, let's talk about stockpiling ammunition in a rental property. Now, it's a little different than when you have your own property and you technically are supposed to be able to do whatever you want. In a rental property, it's a little different. You don't know when you might have a pipe freeze and your landlord is going to come over. So let's talk about what I do. First of all, I move all my ammunition. I take all of my different, just my main source of ammo, and I move it from under my sink into my back bedroom so they can work on the sink. So what I do is I load it off, back up, and then I do this. Now, what you want to do, if you stockpile ammunition in a rental property, you want to have a cat, okay? Because what does this look like? This looks like a litter box. But what is in here? We all know what this is. We all know what that is. Oh, this has got stuff. We've all seen these. You always want to have a cat. If you're stockpiling ammunition in a rental property, you want to have a cat for litter boxes that are filled with ammunition. And you want to have an e-bike. Always have an e-bike and ride it as much as you can. Okay. Don't have like a big truck with like 4-wheel drive and stuff, or anything like. Don't have balls hanging from your that trailer thing. No. Drive an e-bike and make funny videos about like a river full of LSD or something, and people just have no idea you're stockpiling ammunition. Now, what you want to do? Now, another thing. Let's talk about guard dogs. One thing you don't know is my Rottweiler, the Growl-Faced Growler. He's the best guard dog I've ever seen in my life. He's 135 pounds Rottweiler. And he trained himself, basically, with a little help from me and St. Anthony. St. Anthony loves dogs. Now, what we have with the Growl-Faced Growler is the cat thing. That's where we got the cat. The Growl-Faced Growler said, I need some help. I said, what do you mean? He's like, you need to have a cat. Do some weird stuff at night and show me stuff. Now, he comes out all the time and hangs out with the cat. I wake up, he's not in bed. I'm like, where is he? He's like, he's out with the cat. Now, he's listening to the cat, listening to the neighbor. We got a neighbor. He's on drugs, and God bless him. I told him about my king, Jesus Christ. He's a black guy, too. And I said, do you know the king? Jesus, you want to talk about him? And he said, no, he's been up for 12 hours, and he's been having sex with his girlfriend for like the last 4, and he just wants to finish, but he'd like to talk later. I said, okay. But yeah, so the cat hears that, when they talk. Now, the good thing is when you're mastering music, your neighbor, has a drug problem, they don't mind if you master in the middle of the night, early in the morning, doesn't matter. Low volume, high volume, you're good. But, yeah, so I'll show you my sink on another time, what usually goes on in my sink with my ammunition. But, again, remember, I don't own any guns, but I love to collect ammunition. I have a little bit of a collecting problem. Okay, Michael Francis out. Town of Mabes. Bye.